Dun, dun, dun. Alright, so let's get back where we left off. If I'm not mistaken, we were in the process of upgrading all of our pumps, at least there. So we'll go slow to start. Get back in, it's been a few days. Oh yeah, we're upgrading all of those pumps. Did I put the roof thingies? Yes, okay. So we just need to get the materials going. To finish those, that's going to be a huge improvement on our pumping capacities. Hopefully that's going to be enough that we can kick back on all of that stuff that is now not working. Yeah, we're slowly getting there, but we're not there yet. Still got a couple ladders to cover. At least we got the flowers. They're not harvesting because we're loaded. Water is the issue. So basically the name of the game now is water. All the other stuff is coming on nicely. We're gonna be able to do more booze. Those guys are gonna spread up a little bit to go play touchy-touchy with the berries. We want to keep on blasting this down so all of that can spread. And most probably, if we can get the wood elsewhere, that's gonna be a full-grown planting zone. Just for berries and chestnuts. Because those guys were not getting them from... You're done? That's it? Good. Nice. So that's the other thing we can keep in mind. We're gonna want dynamite, dams. We're losing blueprints on large wheels. Okay. I don't remember placing any of those. So why are my blueprints going down? I know I want to place at least 2 up there. We're gonna need to remove all of that. At least the injuries are quite low, so I feel like we're doing something with the little repairing beaver thingy we got going there. That's nice. Sure, it would be better if we had the full nurseries, but not yet. As for that, we need to either pause science or, well, you know, it's paused, but what do we need for that? Nope, that's not what I meant. We need booze, berries, salt, and that makes, ooh, well, that makes 50 science on 5 days. That's not that good. The berry to science ratio is barely at the point of the crappy science, but at least it doesn't need water. Well, the paper needs water, but yeah. Basically, it's not worth it to do that just for the science. It's just like a consolation price, I guess. So while you're doing your nursing license, you're still getting a little bit of science. But anyway, the other thing was we want to move all of those. Because now this is Greenland that we want to use for planting. So probably the shroom makers could come down here. We want 6 of those. So let's say we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7 for the good luck. Something like that. And they're going to be closer to water, so that's another bonus. So we're going to want to move... No, that's saltpeter. Because the library is going to stay there. I don't feel like moving it around. At least not until it's really required. And with all that room we got to win, it's not an emergency. So we had 1, 2, 3 on fast. And 2 on bathrooms. But we're not using the bathrooms that much now, since we're doing the science with the brain salt. So I think we could go for most of them just doing basic mushroom, so we can get back up a bit, sorry about that, a bit on the braised cabbage. That's a good way to upgrade our food. But we're not in like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, we're gonna die, we don't have food. So that's not the major issue right now. It's really about the water that slowly is starting to tick up. But once we can get all of those in place, they got what? They got, I think it's from 3 pumping per hour, they do 4, so it's like 30% increase on the water we're gonna get. That's something important to get going. I think that by now, with what we got built, we basically cover what we were doing before. So if we could just get one of those guys on. Scrap. No fucking way we're not out of scrap. Ooh. No, we got some. Oh yeah, that's the... like the final shot at free scrap metal. After that, we're gonna have to make it. That's gonna be a whole other monster. Also looking, yeah, okay, the plan was to put the Giga Drills there. At least 2 of each. But for those, we need... yeah, we need the robot parts from the ENS. So basically, ENS, ENS, ENS. That's where we're at. Those guys still need... nothing? Okay, so why is this not moving? Sup, buddy? What are you doing? Tea? Oh, no, we're only halfway down the tea. My bad. Okay. And you... sunflower... oh, the oil. Okay. I'm surprised we got the soda before the oil. I mean, we still got... okay, we got a bunch of sunflower seed. The problem is we're not processing them fast enough. Because they gotta bring it all the way there. This guy's making oil. This guy's making juice. And this... okay, we already got 2 on making oil. Like, I don't want to build a 3rd one for that. Just gonna have to bite the bullet and wait for it. But at least now the spicy soda we're gonna make is gonna be something the beavers can drink. This one is making tar. Good. Gotta keep in mind also we want to replace all of those tiny tanks with the medium one. And I'm gonna do my daily complaint about how the fuck don't we have a storage in between those 2? Come on. I want my giant buried tanks back. Okay, it's done. Next. Are you guys on coal? No, you're on water. Okay, you can take a chill pill from that. Water's going up. Okay, we got 200, let's say 250 beavers, because I'm going to crack open a few things. That's going to give more beds. We need... it's 3 water per beaver per day. So basically we need 750 water per day. And the max length of a drought, I think, is 9 days on normal. So that's like 7,000 water I would need. Roughly. We're only Not even halfway there. We got the storage for it. I even have like a 100 extra in that storage, plus whatever the pumps can hold inside. So the amount of storage for water I have is not the issue. My problem is the speed I'm getting it out of the river. And dynamite wise, we're kinda low. Did I start doing it in the... there? No? Okay. What are you missing? Scrap? There's scrap in that stuff. No? Ooh. Okay. Okay, so scrap metal is gonna become a bottleneck, so I think that we're gonna have to say... not tools, we need them to mine. Fasteners, I think we're good for a bit on those. Where are they? Yeah, we got 600. I think those guys can relax just a little bit. And saw blades were loaded, but I'd rather leave them there so I don't have a bad surprise at any moment because we're not making planks. Yeah, they're gonna get to this when dynamite comes in. Well, it's there, it's just not the priority. Really want to get that. Why are you guys starving? Go get food. Come on, Al, be smarter. Maybe I need to tone down the working hours just a smidge. Let's say we do 16 now. Give them a chance to do something. Okay, that's all the mushroom growers. On this side, it's gonna be last call workplace priority. Cause burning sawdust pains me a bit when I see that we don't have mushrooms going. And for now, those two are going to be put on slow. At least we're doing some. Where do I need? No, I need the red shrooms for this. Okay, we're overloaded anyway, so that's not the problem. And you need logs and oil to do nitro. Okay, oh yeah, okay, I stopped it because I want to save the oil until this guy is full. We're still missing 10. So it should not be too long. And as soon as this guy is ready and starts going, we can do the... we can put the nitro back online. Because we're only down to 6, so basically we're not going to be making any more dynamite until that goes on. At least on the other food we're decent. We got peas backed up. So maybe we're going to be able to crack back open like the better science there. Because keep in mind that we need still 2000 science to do the NS. We got the books, so we could make the compact library set. We got the anvil, we got the glassware, we got the cauldron. And I think that's it. Well, of course, we need the 2 blueprints, but we're working on that. Metal blocks were fine. Gears were fine. Fasteners were fine. Planks. Ooh, shit. Okay. We're gonna need to get the planks going vroom vroom. And logs, I think that's not gonna be a problem long term anyway. We're just gonna get them when we get them. Yeah, that might be a bit small of a zone for wood. Do I want to do forester for just this little tiny thing? Nah. I'd rather extend those. That's so stupid. I can't believe I did that. Probably the idea was to bring those guys over there instead. That's the only reason that makes sense in my head. Why I would have a tapper shack on this side. Well, I mean, it's not that bad of an idea, but at the same time, we need so much berries compared to the resin. Resin, we're very well loaded. And chestnuts, we got. Well, chestnut, we're fine also. So yeah, maybe stop those guys from growing and let the berries spread more. Because at the end of the day, anyway, what we're gonna need the most on the ground is berries. Wood, we're gonna get it from the clockwork. Chestnut, we don't get that from the clockwork, I think. No, we can get the wood. And we can get rice, nenifar, peas, sunflower, and cabbage. So pumpkins also will have to be planted. If we want the flowers, we need to keep a place where we have some growing. And finally, those need glass. So basically those three would come up faster. Do we need glass for the blossom one? No, but we need dirt. So that all revolves back to we want to get the Giga Drill online. Smelting. Making our own scrap metal. Because with what we got left right there, we're not gonna go far. We're gonna have to process it. So I would really hate to have to do more medium mine. I got the place ready there. If needs be, we're gonna dynamite and put one there. But in a perfect world, I'd prefer to go for the Giga Drill mines. 1, 2, 3, 4 in the wall right there. We start getting dirt. We start having the trebs that sling the rocks away. And all that good stuff. But this is blocked by having the NS. So we need that science to get back online. For that, I want to finish upgrading my pumping power because we don't even have half the water we need to survive the longest drought. That's my problem right now. Now, can I make a more direct path from there to there, let's say, or something like that? Probably. Wait a minute. I think I tried that last time. It doesn't work, but just in case. Ooh, okay, we got upgrades. That wasn't there last. Oh, so does that mean? Yeah, okay, we're not planting blueberries anymore. The mistake was corrected. So the blueberries we have is the blueberries we got until we get to that 3 nursery. Yeah, that hurts. But we got to abuse it once. I'm not gonna complain too much. So the idea is if I can do this platform and then do a bridge on it, but I'm quite sure I can't. Yeah, it won't let me. Okay, cancel this. And now the problem is this is too high. How are we looking on platforms? Okay, we got a bunch. So we could do it like that. Just a bunch of double platforms that we got unlocked. That's perfect. Just go this way. And then we could even just go one layer. Boop. There. then something. Well, if we could go straight up there, that'd be nice, but the rope, I think, is only 2 down? No, 3 down? Okay, that's fine. Yes. So we have this, this, and pets. That's going to be much faster for them to walk to the other side. Good. We'll win. One thing at a time. So now they have to go all the way up and around and down and zig-a-zig-a-zag. That's too long. 63. Six to go. Worst case, we got a bunch of little tanks over there that are made for the sunflower oil, so we can let it run a bit before starting that one back up. Okay, we're barely over, so that's just enough to keep those two rolling as long as we got water going. I don't see that going up. Well, it's going, but it's super slow, and we're only missing one there. Well, to be fair, are we done there? No, that's still using a lot of water to fill that up. Until this is loaded, we gotta be careful about our water usage, basically. Sadly, it's a bit too far for the water cannon. That would have been a super solution, but yeah, we just can't, sadly. And it happens. God, guys, can you eat like a full portion sometime? We got food. I think we're getting back into that like loop of death that since I'm not overproducing enough of all the type of foods, they go there, they take like one little nibble on something, and then they go out. That's it. Problem with that, they get hungry like middle of the day. So they're slow. And now dehydrated, it's even worse. Okay, got your food on. Go grab a drink. But now that idiot is gonna go for booze or something like that. Oh, maybe he's gonna go for tea. And yeah, that gives nothing on thirst. So he's gonna be thirsty in like 5 minutes again. You idiots. Okay. Okay, now you went for what? Oh, you went to grab one water. Yeah, overproduction is the key, and we're not there yet. Not at all. Well, to be fair, you went for the tea, but yeah, there was nothing. And now he's gonna walk all night to bring that one drip of water to the tea maker. And then gonna complain that doesn't have time to do anything. But he's already at 24, so it's not that bad. And now he's having a little fun and games in the nerdy attic, so that's good. Gonna give him a little boost, right? Where is it? Yeah, he went for roll. Oh, that's +3. Nice. Okay. But they don't have time to do the other stuff. He basically doesn't get any roof bonus. Yeah, I need to put some of those green roofs over here too. But that's not gonna make it to get like that 32 for the walking speed and everything. I'm starting to think, the more I think about it, the more I want to go and look at the zip lines. At least this is done now. That's cool. Oh, since we got the update, do we have the... Ooh, it is in! Calculator M. An administration building where beaver centralize information and issue proactive order, thus avoiding the need for direct action. Whoa, okay. That's not small. It reminds me of the old, there was like a kitchen with modules and everything. Okay, and after it's all the sensors. One science. You piece of shit. Don't you let me use it. One science, come on. Lever. Okay, that's me. Flow sensor, depth sensor, contamination sensor. That's the one I need. Okay, good. It's not attached to anything. So basically, oh. Okay. Well, we got quartz. So the idea is I need one of those up here. Like there, let's say. And that's gonna be the start of a wonderful time where we can use... Where is it? Those guys. That we have the blueprint for. Yes. Okay. You are gonna do floodgate dam. And where's the other one again? There. You're gonna do floodgate dam. I don't need like a gazillion of those like I need for the wheels. And honestly, we got way too many large farmhouse too, but at least if we can get a couple of those, like basically to get started, I need 2. Because I need one on this side and one on this side when we're done blasting. We're gonna have the sensor right there, one dam here, one dam there. We're gonna have a bunch of water wheels going this way. And maybe one there. Because here we can put... If this is there, we can do... No, if I remove this one, afterwards this one is going to vanish. Been there, done that. Don't try this. So we do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I think it's... No. It's not going to work. There's the wheel... Well, anyway, I can't go further than that. For sure, we're gonna put one there, but that's another 1.5k. So the big decision here is power or ENS. And I think that the best way to do it is going to be go for at least one ENS first. So we can start doing the robotic parts to get the giga drills in place. And while we do and we get all the material we need for the giga drill, we're gonna be able to make some more science over there, and with that science, unlock the power wheels. Because when we start having the Giga Drill going, the game changes quite a bit. Problem there, now gotta be careful. The Treb no longer gives science when you sling rocks away. I understand. I hate the choice, but fair enough, it was making it like super cheesy to get science. Basically, it was plop as many Giga Drill as you can, power them, all the Trebs in the world, and you're just making science slinging rocks away out of the world. So, yeah, fine. I hate it, but I get it. You're lacking mushroom. You're lacking the blueprint. And you're lacking alcohol because this is offline. And this is offline because we're basically not making booze, because booze has to be made there, and we turned that off because water is not going up fast enough. I'm kinda tempted to start the process of removing those guys slowly one by one and replacing them. But we're 30 days in. Maybe I want to hold on just a little bit. That's a lot of logs on the ground that I don't really want to loot. How long do I have left on those? 5 days? Okay, we're gonna put logs in there for now so we don't lose them. There's other stuff there. It's been mostly cleaned under the water. Okay, it's clean. So this bit is fine. Well, if we got time like that... did I unlock the 4 deep dynamite? No, that's only 150. But 150 is a lot of science for those guys. And while the thing is under the tip, it's not gonna pump. So in a perfect scenario, next season is a drought. We come down here, we blast at least like this bit right there. Well, we can do... we can do at least 13, but that's already like 10, 11, something like that. So basically just can do the zone under the tips during what hopefully is going to be a drought. If it's a bad tide, we're not doing that, forget it. I'm not going to force my beavers into there. Honestly, the glow on that juice, like from one side it looks one color, from one side it looks another color. It's so misleading. Well, at least I guess it's easier not to confuse it with water, but like this. Okay, no, that's water, fine. From the other side it looked like yellow, almost like if it was sunflower oil, and I was not getting what was going on. Okay, we got plenty there. So what we're gonna do is slowly start looking at replacing all of those. And everybody that is bored and have nothing to do should come on down and help the process of emptying. Here we go. Conga line is coming in. We're gonna start with those. I think we got everything we need for the tank. Yeah, we got tar, we got fasteners, and we got planks. So yeah, I can do at least 2. No problem. Yeah, we got 1,000 tar. Okay. Yep. Easy peasy. Demolish. All of you, yes. And you are gonna come there and there. Good, you're preset too. I love it that it keeps what's in there when you copy it. Thank you. Is that already full? No, okay. So that's gonna help us quite a bit, so those guys can go from across the road instead of going all the way back there to store stuff. Maybe, just maybe, if we do one like this, we can move the path just there and have another path there instead. So when they try to go out, those are going to be more accessible too. But long story short, this building should be moving. How are we looking? 1. Oh, come on, guys. Please. Please, please, please. And you... We're doing it! ENS blueprint number 1 on the way! Yes! Okay, that's a big one in process, but yeah, 16 days, we're not gonna see that before cycle 39, if not 40. But that's fine. It's gonna give us some time to let the water go up. Okay, but now we don't need the oil in there, so we can't get back to nitro. But we got no oil because... What else are we making? Oh, we're making chips. That's an oil sucker. Well, at least berry juice is slightly going up. Yeah, that's another one drinking our water, but it still drinks stuff, so I'll allow it. And the 2 tanks are already up. Good job, guys. So those guys are going to be more efficient because 48% productivity, that's not numbers I want to see in my pumps. I want that to be close to 80 or something like that. We're going to need more haulers to pump more, but that means more people to get feeded and to get to drink. So I think the next smart step is going to be bring back the mushrooms online. So at least with that, we're going to be able to make the braised cabbage again. Because basically this is burning logs for no reason. Ah, shit. Okay. Well, we're not blasting down this turn. It's been what, like 3 or 4 bad tides in a row? I didn't have much drought recently, but I think that the longest bad tides are still shorter than the longest drought when you play on normal, so that could save us. Because we got about half the drinking stuff we need for all our beavers for the full length of a max duration drought. That's not cool. Otherwise, how could we pump up the numbers on that? Juice is one, sure, but it's not with one place making juice we're gonna achieve that. I mean, the pumper, as you see it, it's already almost loaded there. So I think that we really need to get going on making more big tanks over there. So let's do the same thing with those guys. I'm gonna empty them all. So people are gonna move the fluids to the other side. And we're gonna do another pack of like 3 medium tanks. There's a lot of board beavers in that town. See how many people come on down to just drain this? It's insane. They don't have enough jobs to do. But all of that is stalling because mostly water and water related stuff I'm not doing because I don't want to. So yeah. Here we go. Oops. And priority number 1, all of that stuff. Here we go. That's gonna make a bit more. Now I need to be on the lookout because apparently... No. There's gonna be one of those beaver with the original skin of the water beavers, like the more like beige one with the blue belly. If Lapan found it, I'm not sure if he did find it, but apparently if he found it, there should be one there. I'm just curious to see if it happened. Metal blocks, metal blocks, metal blocks, scrap, scrap, scrap. Scrap is, oops. That's supposed to be scrap. Yeah. I don't like the speed I'm using my scrap versus the speed I'm getting it. Maybe we take it relax with the metal block for a while. I mean, we got... yeah, we got more than enough for now. I think this is... Well, it's already on pause. Perfect. Because I don't want to make more of those for the moment. We got 8 room in there. We got 14 there. Okay, so if we use a bit more, we can basically empty this and move it around. This one can go away. We don't need that anymore. At least not now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that too is waiting for the Dynamite 4 unlock because it's not a nerf anymore. It's good to buy it because your dynamite's going to be cheaper. Wait a minute. We had like 40 dynamites not so long ago. Now we're down to 24. Did they bring it all there? No. Where was I blasting? I got like 20 dynamites that went AWOL. That ain't cool. What's that? Oh, that's a pack of rice? Oh, I didn't unlock the fishes. That's another thing. Well, for now, it's not super relevant. I don't get it. I'm not blasting anywhere. Or did we put dynamite, like, in that weird hole? No. To be honest, I need to cancel those before I forget. Because that's not part of the plan anymore. Yeah, at least they're doing their jobs. This is starting to make shrooms. So sawdust is gonna go lower, and this will be able to stop burning it. Okay. You're still stalling, or we're good? Missing ingredient? The fuck missing ingredient? We got logs. Ooh, yeah. Not many logs. Okay. Okay, we got at least 5 floodgate. That's enough. Next one you're gonna be doing is one of the ENS, but you're not gonna work for now. And same for you. So we got already 5 plus 15 copied. Sure, we're gonna need probably more than just 2 here to do something somewhere else, but for now, resource management, I want to be a bit more cheap, if you want to say it like that. I don't care on what I use and whatnot. So we're not there yet. The bad tide is coming. Planks were decent. How much does it cost those things again? Tar were good. Resin. Good. Fasteners were good. Scrap, it's gonna be an uphill battle, but it's going up. Planks is the issue. No. And logs. Okay, so basically I gotta do more logging. Okay, well, for temporary, what I'm gonna do is put a fresh batch of blossoms like this, let's say, and this. And we're gonna be chopping out from there to there. Here we go. That's gonna give us a little chance. This doesn't need to be marked. Oops. This one does. Okay. Oh, that sucks. Just being in a bad tide, all of those are gonna die, and they're not there yet. Do we got a bunch of pollution resistance factor. I'm half tempted to turn that on this. That's gonna drain quick. Or I don't really have much other options. Like I mean, I don't need to get up there now. So I could deconstruct all of that to get a quick burst of logs, but that's not that much. Those up there would be nice to go grab back. We got a path going this way. But that's going to be an issue also if I'm not careful, because we're going to go and be in bad water. I think it's fine since we're going down there and then there and then there. But that should have been to 0.5 since quite some time. I know it's going to spill on the other side anyway, but just out of principle that at least we're saving something there. If it makes any sense. And we're almost good on coal there. Okay, well, you guys are going to take a break too. Find something else to do. And talking about break, I'm going to need a refill MP break, so you know the drill by now, I'm quite sure. If you're new around, I just let the game run if I can, and in this case, I don't see a reason why I should not. Mute, go do what I have to do, and come back in a short amount of time. I'll be right back. And I'm back, and I think I did a terrible mistake. Yeah, this guy is still trying to do that. Nope, you're done. So get all that stuff back. Now shrooms are gonna come back online. There's not a direct bonus from shrooms, I think. Okay, but we're starting to get back on braised cabbage. That's good. And if we could get the library back open, that would be nice. But until we get water sorted out, I don't want to do that. Now, being 4 days in, I think it's a good timing to start and remove some of those guys. Try to get everything back we can, but those they can't reach until we delete all the other stuff. Thanks game, you suck, like this. Same problem. Because the idea was to get another one of those right there. But that's going to remove one pump. But we could go and plug this with all the other system. No. Okay, this is going to be way down. Because this is going to be higher. We're going to remove this one. We're going to need to do some temporary scaffolding. What's this? The gate? Nope, not there yet. Little platforms. There and there. All of that needs to be at least higher priority. So we can do this. Plug this in. Reach this shaft, and then we have an access to plug this to all the other power line we're gonna have on this side, and probably on this line, and at least one there that's like still 300 HP, so it can run one of those, I think. Yeah, it can run like 1.5 of those with only one giant wheel up there, so yes, it's happening. We're gonna have at least one there. But that's 1.5k science plus the sensor, that's another 150, plus the gate is another 150 if I'm not mistaken. 200, okay. So basically we need 1.8 thousand science for that. And we need another 2,000 for the ENS. So none of that is gonna happen until we change all of those guys to better pumping. Don't you do it, you idiots. You're gonna trap yourself. Wait, are we still making... Okay, no, I need to turn you on. I need those logs. So someone's gonna do it. Oh, there's not even a worker in there now? God. Okay. So more rollers and this. You know what? I don't need you to do anything, so you can take a break. We're gonna save water there. So we're good on ropes. Oh, I don't think we're making them. This is making pans, but we're loaded on pans. So this can take a break. And I had another one. Where was it? Okay, I need that from like Against the Storm. That when you go there and you can find like other buildings of the same type, that would be nice. Because I know I have 2 of those. And with the list there, it's kind of a mess. So maybe I can try. What am I looking for? Handicrafter's Lodge. Supposed to have 2 of those. Okay, it got better because at some point it was super buggy. FFGH Handicrafter. Yeah, we got 2. Okay, the other one is there. Okay, that one's making toys. That's fine. They all like their toys. Everybody get one. What are you carrying around? Mushroom. Okay, good. More braised cabbage. We don't have a back. Yeah, we're starting to have a backlog on it. So once this goes high enough, it's gonna help all of our food, but it doesn't change anything for the water needs. And okay, dynamite's going down. They're done with this. Nice. Why did I drop a 1 there? Okay, I was not aware it was gonna do that, but that's fine. And we're gonna need a 2 deep. There. Then all the other stuff is 4 deep. And we don't have access to that yet. Anyway, we don't have the dynamite to do it, so not a big deal. And those are 40 logs a piece. That's kind of expensive. So what I'm gonna do is turbo. Did they up? No. Okay. So we're gonna change that for this one and turbo up on those, because then we're gonna need to do our little shaft game and start building back the pumps. That's priority number 1. We got problem is like we got logs that we got one. Okay, we don't have too many logs stuck on the roof. That's good. This we don't need anymore, so we can grab those back. And so like that, we're gonna come back from this, grab all the logs we can. I'm half tempted to change all of those for regular platform because that's a lot of logs that we're losing there. And running this is pricey. What's that? Tools. So we're kind of in a holding pattern, waiting for stuff to happen. Oh, okay, they got that down. Nice. So now, shafting, we need this guy right there. So that is slowly getting there, but I don't think it's enough with one house making it for 200 beavers. I mean, they're making 7% productivity. You gotta be shitting me. Come on, guys. Bring stuff in. Okay. Random question. If we get to science, that's free. Fine. No, we cannot make bots before we have access to the Abyss. And the Abyss is a whole other monster that we're not touching anytime soon. Yeah, so think my idea about sticking to getting the Giga Drills and go that way is the best way to move forward, especially due to the scrap metal issues we're gonna have soon. So we can use this bad boy, and the scrap we're making there is gonna give us science. So that's a huge win. Because the scrap metal is something we're gonna be using non-stop. Worst case, we can force it to be used. And okay, 2 science per 5 hours is not much, but it's science that doesn't need food. Well, except for the methane, for now. Later on, methane is not going to be a problem. But the other thing that might become one is those Giga Drills. They need now 400 HP apiece. I think that didn't change. But did the way to make the drill bit change? Oh, the drill bits are science too. Ooh, okay, that's cool. Again, it's 1 science per 5 hours. It's nothing in the grand scheme of things, but that thing making a bit of science without food, the other thing making a bit of science without food, overall, it's more science that we don't pay food for. And that's a really big advantage. Okay, are we done cleaning there now? Almost. Oh, I forgot to put that one on prio. And there's no way to grab that from any other side. Okay, 1 faster, 1 log, 3 planks, resin. Not even. No storage available? Alright, fuck it. We're doing it. Tired of this. Okay. They should get to this. Oops. Because as soon as this one is done, we're good. I'm not sure if there's still the thing that since like this is the building they're in, like they can grab that from across the building or whatever. There used to be something like that. It was a bit weird, and you ended up like with ghost beavers, like going across stuff and whatever. Hey, Mimic. Oh. I joined the Beaver Institute. I was part of the Beaver Institution before I started playing Oni. So, yeah. I basically stopped that game when I discovered Oni after a good old like 3.2 thousand hours in this game, something like that. And when 1.0 came out, I decided to get my teeth a bit back into it. The changes are fun, but I didn't discover at least like 1/3 of them and whatever. I'm still not doing like shenanigans with the 3D water and all that stuff. Like I'm basically playing like I used to play, at the exception that there's a lot of new stuff to discover with the faction, because this is not part of the base game. This faction is basically a DLC for the game, but it's just a mod that a guy made since, I don't know what, at that point, 4 years he's been working on that. Maybe more. But it's basically a DLC for the game, and there are 3 factions like that now, I think, that are complete mods. Oh yeah, there's been a lot of complaint about the eyesore and the pinkness and everything, but yeah, it's his choice. Well, to be fair, I get the idea, because he wanted something that clashes from the other, like, brown and dark gray from the other beavers, so it's more in the light theme. I'm not gonna say I agree with all the choices that were made, but I can understand what's the idea behind them. Okay, that's done. Noise. What about this? Are you doing some... What the fuck are my builders doing? I got 8 beavers that don't know where to sleep and 10 with nothing to do. God damn you guys. Well, let's put the upgrades in. Here we go. It's because they're gathering everything there. Okay, can we do at least like those 3? That's not gonna block anything. Can grab it from the diagonal there at least. Well, what I would say is there's 2 major things about this faction that changed from the base game. First off, your science is not free, so every science point you need, you're gonna work for it. Number 2, your buildings are mostly all watertight and also houses. So they reproduce, like, I don't know if you played the game a bit, but basically those guys, they reproduce like the folk tales, but even faster, and almost everything you build is going to be a house. So your population explodes at a speed just insane. All trees were armed. Yeah, a couple trees were armed, but that's the beaver life. You need your log. Okay, come on, so we can stop this at least. We're still good for another bad tide, but I prefer a drought. Okay, we're out of water. They're drinking the juice now. Yeah, you need your daily log. Well, more than one a day in that case. I went a bit short on my planting ground. Like, I'm having some wood issues right now. I'm starting to get back like every little bits and pieces like that I can like deconstruct and grab back some wood. I'm trying to get over those because I went a bit too much. Wait, that changed. I used to be able to crank it way higher than that. Okay. That's another new thing. Because there's been an update also to the mod, like, since last time I played, a few bits and pieces changed. The whole, like, automation lineup was introduced. Okay, that's way too pricey for what it is. Okay. What the... Oh my god. Wow. But that's the big one I want right now. But there again, I don't have the science to spend on that. Okay, those guys are coming in good. This is already going up big time. Is that all supposed to be water? Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so we're gonna remove you, you, and you. Clay, we're gonna move it somewhere else. So I really don't like that place. I want my water tanks there. Well, we're using clay mostly up here, so... There. You can take a break. But like when I make a building like that, take a break, it's 3 beavers that don't have a house anymore. So they're gonna lose our happiness, they're gonna work slower, walk slower, everything's gonna be slower for those guys because now they're homeless. Are we done there? Not yet. God, wow. At least we didn't dry up, but... Okay, so basically one guy is keeping up. Okay, good. So we're gonna keep it like that for now at least. as long as this doesn't dry up and I can keep on boosting my water, we're gonna leave that there. Yeah, maybe I would need more builders. But getting a builder's house means what? You get 2 builders for 6 dwellers? Something like that. Builder's lodge. 2 workers for 3 habitants, or... Oh, farm upgrade. But I don't have one I want to get rid of. Oh, they get the movement speed there on top of it. Or 8 workers, nobody that lives there. Okay, we got something going on. Where can I use that though? I don't want to replace this one. That would suck. I think it's on the wrong side. No, small towers on the left, that's fine. So it would have to go there. But otherwise, the other tower I have is nothing. Okay, I think food is not a problem anymore. We're starting to really stack up now. Even kimchi's going up. So if we can just get those guys going, I think to give us a fighting chance, I'm gonna give up on my backup plan there. Nothing can go wrong with that, right? And we're gonna get those lugs back. Yeah, because I can't remove the harvester tower there. So I need those guys to get the berries and the chestnuts. And that's the only place I have. Otherwise, the other thing I could do is with this. I need to remove at least those 4 if I want to do that. And what would be the building I use there with the triangle roof? I mean, I could use... Well, I already have a lumberjack barn and they're already over chopping all of that, so I don't need that there. Other than that... Rope maker... No, that's not a triangle. Screw press is not... This is not... This is not... No. Okay, that doesn't work. So basically, if I want a triangle building, it has to be related to this. The growing lab, no. Doesn't work. Oh, fuck it. We need the NS stuff for that and all that. No, 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 not happening. There's no way I need a farm there. What? Oh, those are the farm upgrades. For sure, that builder's tower would be nice to get. That would be a solid boost. Because I got like 6 builders now. They're way over their head with all the projects we have going. Yeah, we got 4 in there, plus what, 2 in there? 3, so we got 7 builders for all that stuff. It's a bit much. But it's the same problem again. If I do that too quick, we're screwed. Okay, gonna put those guys back down one tiny bit. Because I want them to grab what's in the water there first. What's in there? Resin, don't care, resin, don't care, resin, and planks. Okay, I would like the planks, but the resin we can live without. So let's update this. That's on, oh, that's plank, okay. Because by building the next ones, we're going to be using the planks, so they're going to come back, grab the planks, walk, have the world around, put it in a storage, and then come back. That's only one log. I'm not going to cry over it, even though I would like to keep it. And there's those guys too. Okay, where are we at on the NS blueprint now? You are going nice, almost done, and you, oh, you're barely there. Come on. So we're gonna start by the mechanics blueprint. And there. No, there. No. Where is it? Where did I, oh, there. ENS mechanical blueprint. So you can start bringing in the paper and whatnot you're gonna need. Same for you. What's this? Paper? We're gonna use that. What we're gonna do, that's the problem. Everything you gotta pick up on the floor. Is that something I'm really not a fan of? I'm not sure why it was made like that, but the only people that can pick up junk on the floor are your builders. I mean, haulers should be able to do that. It just makes sense, but apparently it doesn't. Nope, they can't. So that means that on top of having to carry all of that stuff around to build all the buildings and whatnot, they also have to pick up all the junk on the floor. It's not super effective. We got enough clay pots. You can take a break. And sawdust, we're not using it fast enough. But jeez, water is not going up. gonna die. That's like 4-day drought, we're dead. You know, you are like the most important jobs in the world. Well, productivity is getting up there, but I'd rather see 80, even 90. And you guys are all top of the list, right? Yeah, you're a bit under on productivity because tanks over here are starting to get loaded. Okay, so what's the whole logs? God damn. And those are all plank tanks, so it's not gonna change anything, even if I decide to destroy them. It's just gonna give me a little bit of planks that is not my main issue right now. I'm almost tempted to stop the plank making for a little bit. Okay, if I do that, we're gonna stop this guy from burning the sawdust. And we're gonna stop you from making planks a little bit. No, food just exploded. We're good. So as long as we can build those final pumps, that should rebalance the things a little bit. I still don't understand how we're so low on sunflower oil. We're not even able to harvest all the sunflowers we have because basically we're top tough. We're making cereal bars off the charts. I guess that when pumpkin chips are gonna top out, that's when we're gonna be like seeing a little backlog of oil coming up. But until we load up the reserves, I don't see it happening. Are we using the chips for the science level 2 or it's science level 3 in the ENS? That's the other thing. No, we're not using it. We're using berries. Berries, we are going up. Peas were overloaded. Kimchi is okay-ish. Brain salts are going down because... Oh, you don't, you idiot. You're not making a second one of those. Nope, thank you, you're done. Water wheel, we did it. Then we did it. Washing machine, I don't intend on using it, not now at least. Aquafire pump, oh yes, we're gonna want that. Nope, that needs water. Forget it, not today. And you are almost there too. Okay, so the ENS fancy, okay, we made one, now it's getting duplicated. I want to see like at least 4 or 5 of those before we do anything. But anyway, I'm gonna need to kickstart the science back sooner rather than later. Like that 2K science is gonna take a hot minute to do. Hey, there's logs in there, guys. Is this really my only log storage all over the place? Because if that's the case, I'm an idiot. No wonder they take forever to do anything. The guys are chopping wood there. They got to bring it all the way there. Well, to be fair, they're pretty much cutting everything anyway. So here we go. One more pump. Good job. Okay, so 10 logs for this. 10 logs, 10. Okay, it's really the logs. Okay, well, let's keep destroying this. That's gonna be at least 2 other that can be done. And the worst comes to worst, I'm gonna destroy those platforms, replace them with the other one that are much cheaper on wood. And we still got like 80 of. Okay, it sounds stupid, but I like the design of those way more than those like that are under there. So when I can, I like to use those, but they're pricey on wood. Like to save wood, you use those. To go for the swag points, you use those. Zip line, I guess, because the super duper elevated public bath, not now. Giant log dam, we're not there. And farmhouse, yeah, so it would be probably zip line. Because I feel like I'm losing so much time with the travel now. I'm really starting to consider it. Problem is, there again, all the zipline stuff, that's 3 more beaver. That... Ooh. Oh, that's an... Okay, that's just to make them longer. That's for the large farmhouse. I'm not sure where you put it on it. Oh, right there. Duh. Okay, but can they use the farm to get in there, or is it just a relay? No, it's a pylon, so you're not getting in or out of the zipline on that. It's just a way, I guess. I've never touched that. So I guess the zipline, they have like a maximum range, and let's say I have like the building, like this one there to get started, and I want to go like all the way there. It might be too far, so having a little pylon there would be enough to cut the distance. I don't know. That sucks. Fuck. Okay, we're still good on methanes. We don't need to get more. Because I'm seeing like flowers there now, and that's not supposed to happen. We should be harvesting that. Like all those sunflowers, it's insane. But we're not making a nuclear press anytime soon. I don't want to push too much on the presses to do like 2 or 3 more to get that going, but at the same time I kind of feel like that's one of my huge bottlenecks, the sunflower oil right now, and basically it's gonna be one until we reach where is it? Not there. There. But that thing is super ENS locked. Plus, you need the abyss to get the nuclear. Oh, you can make dirt blocks in there. That's where you make the cheaper blocks. Okay. Well, cheaper. It's a lot of materials, but it's much cheaper. Because basically, this is another way to make the terraforming that we've got very recently. I think maybe I overlooked it and I didn't find the recipe last time. But when I was looking at the terrain block, the basic one, it's with 1000 dirt plus the logs. While this is, oh shit, okay, it's 100 water plus the block you need to do in the press. But 1000 dirt compared to, what was it? 40 dirt, 20 rocks, 10, 10, 20, 20, like, that's a joke. First, it doesn't cost wood. And you compare 1000 item to 40, 60, 70, 80, 100, 120. It's just way more powerful. But also, it's a chunker. And it needs a lot of power. Come on, can we at least finish this today? That would be nice. Well, okay, we're gonna have this done. Yes. Okay, so you're gonna do zip lines. What are we looking at? We got one. We need more. Where are you at on this? Okay, you're doing it. Okay, we got a few in backup, so the copyist can stop copying. Okay, I'll let it finish this batch, and then we're gonna move on to the architectural one. So we're gonna have a few in backup, and then we're gonna be able to close those two. What are we looking like on? Yeah, paper. We're sucking in it dry. Still gonna make those three just in case. We never know. Because I think last time I looked at it, we need like 4 ENS or something like that at least. And you're gonna be architectural blueprint, thank you. And as soon as you're done with this, you're gonna be architectural too. Okay, good. So we're gonna have the blueprints. Okay, we need this, 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 this. That's all unlocked. That's fine, we can get it. The blueprints are in. There's the books to press. But this, we all have them. So basically we got 2 things left to do to make our first one. Number 1, we need to compress the books. That's not too hard. It takes like 1 day in the press. It's not a big deal. Bullshit. I heard rumors. I hope they were not true. But yeah, you need 1000 HP. And where's the plug on that bitch? Right there in the back. Okay, so we're gonna have to do some power shenanigans. But I mean, we already got a path going down. What? How did those guys spread down there and they're not even dying? Oh, you gotta be shitting me. You didn't do it. No fucking way he made them that they can jump over. He did it. God damn. Yeah, they're now on the path upstairs right there. I do not agree with this. Okay, so we're gonna have to do something real fast. Right there. Oh, that's bullshit. I knew it would. It's been discussed, but I didn't think he would do it. The core. Where's the regular fence? Come on. We got an emergency here, guys. Where the fuck is my fucking fans? Okay. We need one there, one there. Remove this. And wood fence gate. Priority right fucking now. Ah, you bitch. So basically I need to fence all of this so I don't want them to go up. Hopefully those guys can't get up there? Question mark? Oh, I'm getting paranoid. Not like I want to fence all of this just to be safe. You know what, fuck it, we're doing it. I'm not taking a risk. Ah, fucking dirt. Those are not even like considered dying because of contamination, even if they're in the nasty goo. Okay, well, to be fair, there's clean water, so maybe it's not contaminated enough. But it's drying. That's weird. Okay, anywhere else I had some of those left? No, those are all dead. There's none up here. There's nothing out there. And those are caged in. Do we have one that went? Yeah. No, they're clearly going down because there was never one there in the water. God damn. Okay, so I'm gonna have to think twice before I start removing those wheels because now they're blocking this. Fuck, fuck, fuck. That sucks. At least I don't see any down there, so I'm guessing that those, like, that's high enough. That's gonna be a whole other monster to deal with. At least I think those are now fenced in. I mean, those could have gone there, 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 and I just, like, never paid attention. Okay, but that's two, right? Okay. Because anything I will want to deconstruct up here to let those little guys spread is going to be a nightmare. So I might be tempted to come down, put up the... okay, those are there, we can remove those. That's going to be a ton of logs. Oh, and sawdust, and mushrooms, and a bunch of bullshit, but it is what it is. Yeah, I'm almost tempted to come up here and actually do what was kind of planned, I guess, to plant. It doesn't go that far. Thought I would be able to go a bit further. Well, I could have another ladder on this one, bridge over and get there maybe. Point being that if I'm waiting on berries to spread, brambles are just gonna overrun them. So this line is not going away anytime soon. And the other problem is, what's this? Nothing? Okay, fine. So you're gonna go nowhere, but this is gonna go... I can't do it. Why? Oh, because there's a path. Okay, so remove this one. Remove this one. Give me one of those right there like yesterday, please. So with that in place, at least they're not going to be able to cross this line. That's going to be much easier to control. Well, for sure also we can do choppy choppy on all the top layer there. So basically I would need to put fences all the way across this. We don't have the logs for that. I'm going to catch up a little bit because each and every one of those tents was like 40 logs a piece. We're not getting back 40 a piece. I think we're getting 75% back since we're on normal now. Well, yeah, that's still quite brutal. That's going to require some rethinking because the problem is they're going to be able to reach this. Like my best guess is too high doesn't work. I sent a little message on the Discord to be sure, and yeah, plus or minus 1. Okay, at least. Okay. So they're not going up there, but they're gonna spread all over this place if I let them go. With this in place, they're not gonna be able to get up there at least. The other issue is, since I wanted to be able to do my wheels in this thing, now I'm gonna have to go and fight all those brambles. And the problem with that is the yuck water. Like, we got some level of contamination down there that my beavers are not gonna like. They're gonna get sick. Fuck. Pain. Now that would have been brutal at the start, because basically when I blocked this, I could have gone, oh my, I don't even want to imagine. Oh, that's bad shit insane. Okay. No, that's the farmhouse. That's the ENS, they're in progress, and this one is there. Okay, good. So as soon as we see a little bit of ENS, you're doing what? Zip lines. And you were paused. Because the aquifer, we're not anywhere close to do it. The washing machine, like I said, I don't really care for now. Gears, we got a bunch in stock, so I don't want to be burning planks and ooh, planks. That's going down. Let's get this guy back online before I forget. At least sawdust didn't go too low. Are you guys just no, you're munching for this. Oh, you're just munching for sawdust? You're done. That's fucking stupid. I was burning sawdust there and munching on logs there to make more sawdust. Good job. Do I have another one of those on the other side? Okay, you guys are going to take some chill pills on that. Thank you. And now I'm asking myself why I'm running low on logs. I got like 3 guys munching on logs all day long just to make sawdust that I burn for no reason in there to do nothing with it. Good call. You need to get back to work. Okay, so that's in place, that's in place. Are we done there? Ooh. That went faster than expected. Are we done there? Oh, I didn't do the whoops. No, they're there. Lugs. Lugs. Well, fuck it. I guess we're gonna lose whatever's down there. I want this one in. This one in. Always easier from the front side. There we go. Boom. Now build all this shit right now. You can do this one too while you're at it. And this one. I think that once I got all of those pumps upgraded, we're gonna be able to slowly get back into the booze, making strong alcohol, making nitro, and restarting all of that loop that we had to stop because we were running dry on water all the time. That should be enough to make it, I hope. Did we do the clay storage up there? Not yet. Okay. But as my little guys finish this, it's gonna be time for me to start thinking about letting go for today. Gonna keep up at it some other night, but I had my fair share of surprises, just like those brambles that can now jump level. That's gonna be rough, way harder to deal with. We'll find a way. I'm not too concerned about it, just it's gonna require some adjustment. I think at least like gating this just in case was the right move to do. And basically we're gonna need to do like some sort of building like that on this side and start bulldozing the place and put fences as fast as we can. I don't know. Or maybe just explode stuff that they can't pass. Like, there's something that's gonna have to be done. On the other side there, we got our last 2 dynamite in place. At least for now. Because the idea is really to go and grab the 4 deep dynamite. Because we're gonna be saving 25% of our blasts for all of that. Just that alone is a lot to save. Doesn't seem like much, it's just this little cliff, but saving 1 per square plus whatever we're gonna save afterwards, especially because we want to be digging under those to make like a big pool there. Probably gonna want to make the same thing over there, something like that, so we have like 2 little basin, like keeping water that we can pump over the drought. Because if we have enough water saved up in the river that we can pump out, we basically don't care that much about the reserve we have. So that would mean that all of those tanks can free up room to do other stuff. Sure, we're gonna want to keep at least, I don't know, let's say 10,000 in tanks, something like that, but not much more, at least I think. But we'll see. There's plenty of stuff I'm not aware of with the new balance and everything, so we'll see how that goes. At least now we are gonna be ready to shaft up, bring all the power together, because the idea is gonna have to be one huge power network with grav batteries left and right, and still gotta figure out, because the more I think about it, the less I want my ENS all the way over there, since they're gonna need power. Probably the winner's move is gonna be to go up here instead. Because here we could fit, basically we could fit one there and one on the other side. Well, not on the other side, no, because we're gonna have all the, okay. One there. That stops there, so the other one would be here. That's no, that doesn't work, because this one stops there, but we can go closer. We can go up to this, so we can have at least one place to put the giga wheel there, and then the other one would go right there. So with the platforms and everything, I think we can manage to have two up there. That would be the plan. So power wire, power shaft in the back there, giga wheel number 1, and then from that point we need all of that. For the bad tides are going to be water wheels, but for the duration of the temperate season, I'm not sure yet. Because if I want to do my big water reserve up here, there's not going to be much flow in there, so it's not going to give me any type of power that I would require. So it would have to be more downstream. Maybe doing a bit of rework of that river to make it like nice and tight, 4 wide with the 2 big wheels, tack, 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 maybe 6 there. So that would be about at 300 HP each. That would be close to 1800. That's not even enough to run the 2 ENS. Wow. Methane engine. How much does it give? 1000. Oh, okay. Now that's interesting. But again, it's 3 more beavers that I have to feed and keep hydrated. Or there's solar, but solar is much harder to do. It only works during the day, like during your daytime when the beaver isn't there. But if they're still like they used to be, there's a big boost that they get, because they were based off the hamster wheel. And the hamster wheel, the power it gives out scales up depending on the walking speed of your beaver. So let's say that right now at 26, we're just gonna find one real quick. Let's say you. At 26, you got 30% walking speed. So that means that if it's still the case, and I'm totally not sure about it, might be totally speaking out of my ass on that one, but that would mean that the solar array, instead of making 400 HP, would make 30% more. So that's basically, it would be 530 HP, no, 520 HP, sorry, instead of 400. But I'm not sure. And anyway, the solar cells, well, there's 2 paths to it. One is with the item foundry, ENS and whatnot. But I think we can get those from the amperes there for gold. So once we got the giga drills online, and we can start processing the dirt in the clay pit to make the gold, and that's the easy gold. That's not like the gold bars. So I'm pretty sure this is the gold that we make in there. Yes, it needs 100 dirt per. So basically we turn 500 dirt into solar panels. With those solar panels, we could do the aquifer. We can do the drill bits, we can do the solar, we can do the blueprint, we can do all this stuff. So yeah, so we can start thinking about those guys, but there again, that's an upgrade. So I'm gonna need to put like 2 bullshit buildings I don't care about under it to be able to have it work. So I'm not gonna be able to spam them like all over the place like I used to do back in upgrade 5. Because those guys, they were so powerful at one point, they were completely removed from the mod because it was way too crazy. You were basically able to have a forever drought once you've had them going and have all your water getting from nowhere. Just from pure magic of those guys running. It was that insane. So yeah, not anymore, sadly. But I'm pretty sure we can find a way to make something a bit crazy with those. Maybe something with a robot district, because that's a huge one. If we can get to those, but they need nuclear, they need basically everything. But once you reach that point, you can really start lowering your pop a lot. Because everything that's building like this, work without, like function without workers, you dump that in the butt district. Butts are haulers. You make the thingy-majingy that goes between, where is it? No. Wait. Can those not use bots? Oh, that's bullshit. Come on, no. Okay, no, there's still one. Okay. Whew. So you can do this guy to transfer stuff from one district to another, but on one side the district is basically only bots. So any building you make on that side are never gonna have any beavers in them as long as you don't send 2 beavers. Apparently 1 beaver alone cannot reproduce. So you can have 1 flesh beaver, and no matter how many robots you want, that's gonna work. How's that pet going? They didn't even work on it. Bunch of slackers. And we're almost done scraping that. That's gonna be a problem too. Well, guess that's gonna be where I stop complaining about all the problems we found and just let's be happy we got. I mean, food is off the charts, not a problem. Water is about to get good. We got 1 left to do, basically, but we're pumping 30% more than we used to. Numbers going up, and we're gonna get a drought, but we don't have dynamite. That sucks. Because I really wanted to be able to get down there and blast while those are not pumping, but we got enough dynamite for 1 hole. And I don't want to spend the science on getting the 4 deep dynamite right now anyway. I want to save it really for the ENS, but with the 1000 power, I'm not so sure anymore. Might want to go elsewhere a bit with that. Gonna have to give it some think during the next episode. I'm not sure. Because 1000 HP is a lot. But if we can get the Giga Drill, that unlocks a lot of stuff. Or maybe we go with the balloon approach. Because this is free science for paper. This we can do. We're gonna need to do the seeds for the forester. Not the forester, the tree nursery. Other than that, don't care too much. This is. Well, I mean, the 50 ropes for 50 dynamite is kind of nice. But other than that, we. No, that's not true. If we can give them like 5 banana bags for some dirt before we get to the Giga Drills to get a bit of that going. But it's a huge loop. I'm not sure if it's worth it. Because it's a lot of time invested into getting not too much stuff. Well, banana bags or rope and fasteners, that's not hard to do. Okay. So with that we can get dirt. With that dirt we can get... where was it? With that dirt we can get the gold indirectly to get the solar thing, to get more water going. Or what was the other thing was super pricey though for water, for the solar thingy majingy. What was it? I don't remember. Where was it? No, not this. Not this. No, that's just basically a huge scavenger flag. Oh, but it serves as a zipline too, so maybe we will want to use that, I don't know. An oversized shredder, that's for provide scavenger beaver with a perfect place. No, it's just a huge scavenger flag. That's pointless. My scavenging is gonna be done before I can get to this. I only got like this little bit left over there, so basically this one is useless. That's not what I was looking for. I was looking at the thing that uses a ton of solar thingies. Oh, solar array. Yeah, maybe that would be the way to go. So we skip the ENS for now. We go balloons with iron teeth. We need to make them banana bags. With those banana bags we can get the dirt. That dirt we process it into gold. That gold we go see the amperes, and we get solar cells to do power with the solar arrays. All the other stuff we can get it. I think that's not too stupid of a plan. What am I missing that's gonna bust me back in the face? And it's not. It's okay. Is it still plugged at two side? Just to be safe. Yeah, okay, so it's still plugged on both sides. And we can daisy chain down like as much as we want. Other buildings can be built on top. What the fuck are you gonna build on that? What? Okay, no, I think it's like on this block and this block maybe you can put something, I don't know. Anyway, we're not doing that now. But I think that's a good way to get more power faster than going for the super duper wheels. Because let's see, this is 200. We're gonna need the base that's 250, so we're at 450. We're gonna need this, we're at 550. We're gonna need this, we're at 650. And we're gonna need this, we're at 750. So for half the price of unlocking this thing, we can get a steady source of, well, steady. That one's not gonna work when we have a drought. That one's not gonna work when beavers are not working. But if we crank up to 18-hour days, that's gonna produce a crap ton of power. We can make a lot of gravity batteries all over the place. Even if it's the janky one, it's better than nothing. And we're, oh no, okay, no, we're not going there at 400. And this one is just crazy. We're not there yet. Not anywhere close. Okay, so I think it might be a better path to go a bit faster. But it's all something we're gonna see next time, for real now. Thank you everyone for bearing around. Always a good fun with the water beavers, but yeah, few little surprise today. Not all good ones, but at least we're moving forwards. Sadly, we lost a crap ton of time making those ENS blueprints that apparently we're not going to be using anytime soon with the new plan, but we'll see how it goes. Worst case, they're right there. We can use them. There's a lot of that part that is the 2000 science that's going to be a bottleneck. So probably not gonna happen anytime soon, but at least if we can get the power without the ginormous wheel, that's gonna be way much better. So let me check one sec. Got no one beavering around on my list, so how about we try to make new friends for a change? Who's beavering around today? Anyone with the pink beavers? No. I guess not, but just in case. Sorry, but follower only chat is not happening. Hey Kinder, how's it going? Were you about to go live? 'Cause I'm about to move out, so I'll go say hi if you're there. No? Okay. Well, we got one. First timer Timberborner. 5 cycles in. That should be fun. So, let's go see what Garden Goblin has to offer. And that's gonna be the end of it for me. I'll be back as usual tomorrow afternoon for Oxygen Included, 1 p.m. Eastern, and most probably back to complain about water beavers at 8-9-ish p.m., something like that. Got a lot of new surprises today with the last update, and I'm quite sure there must be some other stuff we do not have any idea it exists yet. So have a wonderful rest of your day everyone, and hopefully catch you real soon. Bye!